Well, hello there, and welcome to Telford. Yep, I'm back staying at the Mercure Hotel for Wales Comic Con tomorrow. Currently today is Friday the 2nd of December. A bit different this time, I'm actually on my own. I usually go with my cousins, and we decided earlier this year we weren't going to bother this time. We've been here twice before, and then I saw some people guests being announced throughout the year, and I was like, oh, I really want to meet that person, so I've been talking to them on Instagram and stuff. So, I'm hoping to meet Jason Marsden, William Regal, and Kurt Angle. If it pays off, Jason has said to me on Instagram that he's bringing something specifically for me. So that is one guest tomorrow I've definitely got to try and meet. If it's what I think it might be, it will be phenomenal. Anyway, it's very cold here. Loads of cars going past. I'm going to walk into Telford Shopping Centre, which I can see ahead, and focus on some Christmas shopping for the rest of the day because I'm way behind. And yeah, that's probably going to cost me enough money before tomorrow, so it's going to be a very expensive weekend and I'll have to stay in for the rest of the month. Anyway guys, I hope to take some footage of the con. Yeah, and I'll record anything interesting I see. Cheers! Here we go then, and that is the International Centre. It will be a lot more busy than it is now tomorrow. They're probably all setting up inside today. I never think about parking over here, but then I guess we'll be that busy. But yeah. Right, I was going to film some more of the market up there, but they're playing Christmas music, so I'll probably get copyright strikes. Already bought a fair few Christmas presents, so yeah. See what tomorrow brings. Very excited. I hope it does pay off what I'm hoping for. Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen. It is the day of the con. I'm now very excited today and a bit anxious as well because the actor I mentioned yesterday is Jason Marsden. He sent me a DM on Instagram last night with an animation cell he's brought specifically for me of Peter Pan and the Pirates. So man, if this happens, this is amazing. So I'm gonna go to the con now. Still a while to wait yet for it to open and queue up. But my goal today, whatever happens, is definitely go to Jason's desk. Wow, I mean, absolutely amazing. But catch you in a bit. Hey guys, well as you can see there wasn't a lot more footage yesterday after that moment I was walking to the con in the morning. That's because as soon as I got there I was so wrapped up in my own excitement and the possibility of what could happen that day that I really forgot to record any more footage. I didn't take an awful lot of photos of the con itself. However, what I wanted to happen with Jason Marsden did happen. As you can see, I'm still happy now. It's the day after, knackered today, but it was so worth it. So we'll get into the Jason Marsden story and I will show you something special shortly coming up in this video. I'll go for my pickups. Wanted to say, so this time I was on my own for the first time ever at Comic-Con. I normally go with my friends or most of the time my cousins. So it was a shame they couldn't come this time, but guys, you were missed and we will catch up after Christmas. Yeah, so the queuing system was a lot better this time at Telford. They had everyone kind of going up and down in the car park, and it worked out brilliantly, in my opinion. I think I queued up just after 10. Gates opened at 11. I went really fast, actually. Just so I was closer and then I could get to the people I wanted to get to, because I'm like, oh, what if the queue's really long? What if they then go for photos? I was like, so anxious. And I got to Jason's desk. This is not the story yet, though. And he was like quite late. I think he was like 50 minutes late. So he was only there for 10 minutes and he had to go to a panel. So I was like, oh man. So, but I knew he would be back later on. So I was like, right, as soon as he's back, I'll head over there. Anyhow, some pickups. So, this is not a Comic-Con pickup, but when I was there on the Friday, I did a bit of Christmas shopping because I'm way behind, and I picked up this myself. It's a Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man metal poster, metal plate. I have no idea how to put these up yet, but I thought that was really retro, really cool, so I bought that. Not bad at all. Yeah, they tend to have some nice little stalls in Telford shopping centre, and this is one of them. A lot of like personalised stuff there. Christmas market stalls outside weren't so impressive this year. The best time was back in 2019, I think, and they had loads there. Really good stuff. So hopefully those people come back. Anyway, time for the Comic Con pickups. So, number one. Well, actually, this was not going to be number one, but it is now. I'm in the money. Look at that. How awesome is that? Okay, so I saw these in one of the halls on one of the stalls. Could be a rat beer. One of the halls, one of the stalls. So yeah, gold notes, and this like they're of course Japanese like anime things like that. So I saw this one, Astro Boy, because it's like 60s and retro. You know I love my 60s type anime. I thought I'd get that. I think it was £2 for £10. £2 for £10. I've got like 1,000,000 yen. I think that is. Maybe 1 billion yen. Great. I'm going to spend that next time in Japan. Japan is a great place, by the way. So much more well cultured than the UK, anyway. But yeah, that's the first one. So I was just going to buy that one, and the guy said to me, "Oh, you know they are £10. They're 2 for 10." I was like, oh, "Okay." So then I couldn't see another one I really liked, but I did like Naruto back in the day then, or Naruto as people call it. So I went for that one. See the hidden leaf symbol villager on the back, on the front. And then Team Kakashi, then is it Team 7, if I remember rightly? There. Yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, does that mean like 1951? Yeah, the anime came out. There's a lot of old Astro Boy I've never seen. There's a lot of Astro Boy I've never seen. Saw the animated film a few years back, but I've never actually watched it, so maybe I should get around to that. Okay, so moving on then. My next pickup, which is my only ever pickup from a stall there this weekend, is none other than Japanese artwork of Sora. I'm not sure what that says. Maybe I should have asked them. But they had loads of great prints there. And I was looking at them. I was like, oh man, these are so good. But in the end, I just settled on Sora. I'm going to take a guess and says, may your heart. I think that says, may your heart be your guiding key. It's probably completely wrong. I'll do Google Translate it later. Unless anyone know Japanese? There you go. Freeze the video and tell me what it says. And you might get a free cookie or something like that. Okay, on to the guest then. So after Jason had to go to his panel, I decided to go and find one of the wrestlers I wanted to meet. I wanted to meet Kurt Angle and William Regal. So Regal's line was not too long, and he had photographs or something at within 40 minutes. So I was like, right, if I join his line, I've got time. So yeah, I got to the front. I won an autograph of Regal from London Film and Comic Con, an auction thing. Well, not an auction thing. On Facebook, every now and then they sell autographs, and I saw his come up and said, "Oh, I'd like to have that," and I bought it. So I just paid for a selfie of him, which I'll put up by here. Now, shockingly, William Regal revealed to me when we were talking that he does not drink tea. What? Like, his character in WWE as Persona was all, proper English gentleman, drinking lots of cup of tea, and I was like, what the hell? He's like, you don't drink tea? I mean, I don't drink tea, so it's nice to meet someone else in the UK that does not drink tea. Amazing. Yeah. So we had a selfie. What else do we talk about? I thanked him for his work on NXT because I think he did a great job of that. Yeah, we didn't stay too long because like the line was quite long behind, and he was taking a lot of time with guests, which is fine. It's nice for people to have a proper chat. But I was like, these guys want to see you too, so I'm gonna move on. Right next to Regal then is Kurt Angle's line, Only one person in there when I got there, so I was like, right, let's go and see Mr. Angle. I didn't chant "you suck" at him or anything like that because he could have put me in the ankle lock. Really nice guy. Had a laugh at him. He was laughing at me. He said, "Oh, you have to be different, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, because I spell my name with one T." So that was good. I've had like two conversations with wrestlers over the spelling of my name. Trish Stratus was the other one. Yeah, so I had a photo of him as well, which by here. And that was really, really good to meet him. Now, most of my money this weekend went on guests, um, because it's expensive if you want an autograph, depending on how popular I think they are, and a photo as well. I love having photos. It's nice to have the autographs here as a momentum as well. So I've got a nice collection of those. But for me, the photos and the memories. So the next person I went to see, actually, this is the last person I went to see because I want to save the Jason story till last. The next person I went to see was The Godfather. Well, the next, you know what I mean. So if you remember in the 90s, how we used to, it probably wouldn't pass these days, you know, with everything going on. But the train, he was great. There's no one in his queue when I got to him. Very talkative. Talked to me about The Undertaker because I said, "Oh, I went to see your friend's show recently, the one Dead Man show in Cardiff." And he's like, "Oh, we were just talking about that." And then he told me how he got into the WWE because he was wrestling in Germany. He came back, and Undertaker was already in WWF at the time, and he got him a trial, and that's how he got in. And then he showed me some photos of his phone. He's got a photo there of Undertaker getting his first tattoo, that he forced him to do or convinced him to do. That was funny seeing the Undertaker back then. I think he showed me an photo as well. I can't remember. One was like 87, 88, and I think the other was like around 90 something. So that was cool that he shared those personal photos of me on his phone. So yeah, I had a good chat with him, and then someone else came in the queue then. But so that's when I went on. And now, guys, time to reveal. Oh, hang on. These are the signed autographs I had from Kurt Angle. Matt, it's true. Kurt Hall of Fame 2017. I thought his queue would be quite long, but it went down quite fast, and then it would build up again, went fast again. And then The Godfather, there you go. Also known as Papa Shango, isn't it, back in the day when he first joined the WWF? Okay. A story now 2 years in the making. So, it's no surprise to any of you that watch this channel that I'm massive into my 90s kids nostalgia. Bucky O'Hare, cartoons like DuckTales, Turtles, even though some of them started in the 80s, I know. And another one I loved was Peter Pan and the Pirates. Peter Pan, voiced by Jason Marsden, Captain Hook, voiced by Tim Curry. Great cartoon. Has got one of the best intro music of all time. It's really good. So I follow Jason Marsden on Instagram. He's also known for being in the Munsters. He's voiced Binks the Cat in Hocus Pocus. He's done stuff with The Lion King. He was Haku in Spirited Away. So he's done loads. The guy is well known. But I don't think many people know him that well for Peter Pan. And I don't think it gets mentioned to him quite often either. So 2 years ago on a live stream. So he was streaming, I joined, and he must have been talking about his voice work, and I said, "Oh, Peter Pan and the Pirates was one of my favourite cartoons back in the day." And he saw my comment and said, "Oh, that was one of your favourite cartoons? Well, look up here." And he put the camera up onto the wall, was a framed animation cell of Peter Pan from that series, of course, because he voiced Peter Pan. I was like, "Oh, that is so amazing." And Peter Pan and the Pirates was always a series I wanted to get an animation cell from. I've got some kind of art thing of Captain Hook, but it's not the same. Was it Captain Hook or someone else? I have to have a look. But always wanted like a proper one of Peter. And I messaged him after saying, "Oh, thank you for showing me that animation cell. I would love to own one of those one day if you're willing to sell." And he was like, you know what? He replied to me first off, so I was quite shocked because probably gets loads of meshes. He says, I don't need all of them. So he said, leave with me. Sent me some photos then of a couple days later of animation cells of Peter. And I was like, these are so cool. And he said he's willing to sell me one of them. If to sign it, he would charge me an extra $50. He asked me what my budget was. So we started talking about that, and then it kind of went flat. He either forgot or something happened, busy, and didn't get back to me. So I messaged him once or twice. Didn't see it for months. Then he did see it, but no reply. So I thought, okay, he doesn't want to do it anymore, so that's fine. I'll leave it. Because I don't expect him to give me an animation cell from his personal collection, like, you know. Need a drink, man. It's gonna be a bit of a story. Okay. So this year, me and my cousins weren't going to go to Wales Comic Con. We go every year, so we said we'll have a break this year. And I said, yeah, fine. Then on the guest list, Jason Marsden pops up, and I was like, okay. And I thought, so guys, you said we weren't going to Comic Con, and he said, yeah. I said, I'm going to go. I said, and I explained Jason Marsden. I said, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to continue my conversation with him, see if he wants to sell me that cell. But I messaged Jason saying that I was going to go to the con. It would be nice to meet him. And he said, I'll tell you what, if I remember, I'll bring something along for you. And I was like, oh, great, thank you for that. And in my head, it was going around, does he mean the animation cell? I didn't want to ask directly. I thought it'd be a bit rude. And then he messaged me in work last week. It came up on Instagram and it said, oh, I've got something special in my bag for you. And I was like, now this is when I started getting excited. I was really like hyped up there, and I was like, could this be, you know, the cell he showed me on when he sent me the photos? Could it be something else? So I said, oh, great, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. On the Friday then, before the con, he sent me a photo of the animation cell. He said, I've got some goodies for you. And I replied saying, oh, I really appreciate this, thank you. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go up to your desk on the day of the con. I'll introduce myself as the Peter Pan Instagram guy, or Metropolis. And I said I'll be wearing a Blue Turtles hoodie, which is hanging up by there because we had a heating on this morning. It's now really hot. Okay, so that's when it happened. Back to the con now then. It's my turn. I was in the front of the queue. I paid, I think it was £65 to have an autograph and selfies, or a selfie. I say it said selfies for a reason. We'll find out in a minute. And he said, hey, how are you? And I said, hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you? And I said, I'm the Peter Pan Instagram guy. And he's like, nice to meet you in person. And then he turned around and then he said to me, he said, well, so I won't be going home with this. And he turned around on his desk on the top, well, at the back of all of where his pictures were to sign was a folder. This folder. Fox Children's Network, Art and Restoration Department, does it say by there? Right. This is an official folder from Fox when the show was being worked on. So, first of all, how amazing is it to be holding this right now? Oh, no, we're not seeing it. And he opened it up. He showed me the cell inside. I was like, man. I said, thank you so much for like bringing it. So, hang on. Let's just show you because I'm getting too excited. First of all, let me show you the print. So first you have the sketch before it goes on to the animation cell. Look at that. It's pretty cool. The inside of Peter's cape is kind of like highlighted there. So it's typical Peter Pan pose. Then, ladies and gentlemen, is the Holy Grail of all Holy Grails. There it is. This is the animation cell he showed me on Instagram. The animation cell he chose to specifically bring for me, nobody else. Probably because I'm the only person who mentions Peter Pan and the Pirates, I guess. And he signed it. Jason Marsden, Peter. So I said to him how much. I said, all right. I said I've just paid £65 the um for the signature and the photos, and I said, how much more do you want for the cell? And he said, you know what? Since you're such a big fan, why don't I just give it to you? And I was like, what? I said, you sure? And he was like, absolutely. He said, I was like, ah. I said, I was like, just. So let me try and put this in perspective how excited I am now, okay? And how happy this has made me. Popular actor from like across the pond brings an animation cell from his personal collection to bring specifically for you at the con and to sign it and not charge you extra for it, because that animation cell could have sold for a hell of a lot more, but he just gifted it to me. So I kind of paid for the signature in a way, but that is like, wow. And to, I was like, dude, seriously? So then I asked him a couple of questions. I said, oh, what was it like working with Tim Curry on the show? And he said it was fun, but intimidating, because you have all the Lost Boys kind of sat together in a room, and all the parrots and Captain Hook on the other side to get into the kind of characters and stuff. And I think Tim could be pretty strict with them and stuff just because of his role. So that was awesome. Yeah, we talked about the intro music, like I mentioned earlier. He said it was both fantastic, and he doesn't think he'll ever appear again on TV, because he said with Disney buying Fox, he said I said, oh, do you think he'll be on Disney Plus? And he said they don't like to mix their pitas or something. So I said, oh, fair point. It'd be awesome if it did come on there. Yeah, we got a chat, and then I said, oh, I've paid for the selfies as well. Should we get someone take our photo? And he said, oh, can I have your phone? He said, do you trust me with your phone? I said, yeah, okay, fine. And yeah, we had a bit of fun then. So he took a selfie of himself, and I've put all the photos up here. Just, messing around, like, look that way, to the right, to the left, like crazy, kind of thing. So that was really awesome. So in my excitement, I actually took a Peter Pan poster that used to be in a VHS shop to get signed, and I completely forgot. I also took a Peter Pan drawing I drew for him. I'm sure that's around you, so I might have saw it. Ah, I also gifted him that. Now, that's something I drew, I took from a comic. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks good. But that's because I take old screenshots and I kind of do digital art over them to bring them out into more HD, more colour, more design, more shading, things like that, make them better. So I forgot to give him the picture, and I forgot to get the poster signed. But I went back to the steward, not to him, because I thought there's loads of people in the queue. I'm not going to be that rude. To the steward nearby, and said, "Oh, I said, so sorry, I forgot to give him this earlier. The poster I drew, not the poster, the picture I drew." I said, "Oh, do you mind give it to him and just say it's on a Peter Pan guy? He'll know me." The poster I didn't care about at that point, because the animation cell tops everything. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, I used to love this character as a kid. To have the actor who voiced him hand me one personally and sign it there and not charge me. Yeah, guys. I thought last year with the signed Marine Boy postcard and Speed Racer poster, getting that from the family of one of the actors on the show was my high point. This has completely smashed it out of the water. So yeah, what can top this? Can anything top this? I'm not so sure, but I'm going to get that framed. We're going to get it up somewhere. Make sure it's protected from the sun, because I don't know how well like that pen will last on this thing. But yeah, man, look how they colour the back as well. So cool. Like the colour and like the bulk of it. And then they do all like the line art on the front. Man. And to say that started off in that Fox folder and it's now come all the way to me. So yeah. Amazing. Jason Marsden, thank you so much for that. Man, so that has put me on quite a high at the moment. I'm exhausted today. From the traveling the last few days and then just the excitement of the con yesterday. It's on right now. I want to go back. Anyway, looking forward to next Comic Con. I probably will go back to Telford next year, unless it clashes with one we're having in Newport now, not far at all from me. Comic Con Wales, not Wales Comic Con, which was really popular last year. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Let me know what you think of all that in the comments below. Where do we go from here? Maybe this will put me back into the mood to make more 90s kids nostalgia videos. Who knows? Anyway, Christmas coming up. So, hope you're all well out there. Thanks for watching. Boom. See you soon.